Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of The Lego Movie 2, the second part. Lofty expectations for this film following the massive success and surprise of The Lego Movie. Follow that up with Lego Batman, which was awesome, and a solid Lego Ninjago movie. Did the franchise live up and get back to the heights of that original film? Well, I don't know that it quite gets there, but it's still a whole lot of fun. So let's go ahead and talk about the positives first. To start, the animation is gorgeous. I actually think maybe the animation is a bit of a step up, honestly, from all of the Lego films to this point. There are moments where it's not so much Lego based in their world as we kind of travel through space and these different aspects, but it works okay with the real life story that's unfolding. My goodness, it just looks absolutely stunning. The Lego movement is just so seamlessly authentic. We have a character who constantly can transform themselves, and they look amazing. As weird as they are, the transformations are just so fluid and beautiful. And we're talking positives. The biggest positive, honestly, for me, is Lego Batman. Oh my gosh, he steals the whole show. Will Arnett is so freaking good as Lego Batman, but more than that, the writing. They write him so well. We get super meta in this film with Lego Batman, and honestly, just Batman as a character, Batman as a cultural icon, Batman as a hero. The references are so good, and it leads to this really awesome song with Batman and Tiffany Haddish's character near the end of the film that is just gold. It's like comedy gold. Quite literally everything Batman does in this film, perfect. And I just kind of was like, can we never leave Batman's side? Could this just be the Lego Batman movie too, where everybody else are the side characters? No, but our main characters are also really fun to spend time with. Chris Pratt voices two characters in the film, and we also get some awesome meta humor with Chris Pratt as just a person. And I'm so glad he was down and game to make those jokes. But he also does a great job of sounding similar and still sounding like Chris Pratt with both characters, but then making them distinctly different. Out of the voice work, he was probably the best. He was really, really good. And I think even a step above his work in the first Lego film. Elizabeth Banks is back, and she's also fantastic in this film. Of course, we have like Channing Tatum, all of our side characters. I mentioned Tiffany Haddish, who I thought killed it. All of the vocal talent is really, really good. The overall lesson to be learned in this film was also really nice. They really hit it home, which we'll talk about in a second. But it's a nice message to pass along to families, especially multi-children families. So if you have a lot of kids, definitely take the whole group with you to go see this one. Plus, the film is really fun and really funny. Found myself laughing quite often throughout the film, some like good laughs too. I don't think the jokes come quite as fast and furious as in the first film, but they still come very often, and they steadily land and keep you smiling and laughing. Plus, the cuteness factor is all the way up there. We saw those little hearts and the little stars. They provide a ton of comedy as well, but they're so cute. Our characters are adorable. There's a lot of music in this film. They kind of get meta with that reference as well. I mean, it pretty much is a musical, actually. I thought most of the songs worked. They worked in the world that we were developing. They worked for what they needed them to say and do. They were catchy, generic pop songs that I was on board with. The lyrical content really is what sells them. And also, I really loved the song over the end credits. It got a little bit too meta where you're like, oof, yeah, maybe don't like subtle brag over the credits like this. But otherwise, it was a really funny, self-referential song over the credits even. What are the negatives when it comes to the Lego Movie 2? Well, the story. So overall, the adventure itself is fun. It is entertaining. It keeps moving. However, it's pretty convoluted, actually. Another moment they reference themselves, but just referencing a problem in your film isn't quite enough to overcome a problem in your film. And this convoluted plot really starts to kind of bog down what it is we're doing. It's so many twists and turns, and we're moving, and it just is a lot. In particular, at least the whole first half of that third act really slows down. And part of that is I think we spend too much time in the real world. So the first Lego movie pulled us out of the Lego world and into, actual our world to kind of hit home that point. I didn't love how heavy-handed we got at the end of the original Lego movie either. However, we go into the normal world too often. And in particular, that third act is when we really start living in that outside world almost as much as the Lego world, it felt like. And it really made the message itself feel a little bit schmaltzy, a little bit heavy-handed, a little bit overdone. It brought up a lot of logic issues and questions as well regarding this fantasy world that we've concocted, and it slowed down the pace too much. Point where you lose a little bit of interest in what's even going on at this point. You have a convoluted plot, spending a lot of time with these humans. It's kind of like, okay, my mind is wandering. Thankfully, they pull it all back together for a solid finish, but you could definitely feel the runtime at parts. But really, that's it when it comes to issues for me. So, overall, I think the Lego Movie 2, the second part, is really fun, really funny. It'll keep you entertained. It really has that effervescence of the first film, a lot of really strong humor. And if you've enjoyed the other Lego films, in particular the first, I think you are going to end up having a blast with this film as well. So my recommendation, if you have kids, if they're into this Lego franchise, it's definitely worth a full price ticket for the entire family. If you're an animation fan in general, it's worth a full price ticket. It really is a pretty awesome follow-up to the Lego Movie. So, that is my review of the Lego Movie 2, the second part. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on our latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see the Lego Movie 2? And what is your ranking of the Lego Movie film franchise to date? Let me know either in the comment section down below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!